In module 135, we will discuss developing a strong sense of professionalism of a teacher. Uh, Basically, the concept of the attribute of the professionalism is to be inculcated and developed through the trainings or the environment or the input given by the institution or different sources. That's why the professionalism as an output could be possible. So it is essential at the part of the institution, at the part of the teacher, at the part of the state, at the part of the government, at the part of the professional bodies, that the concept or the attribute or the traits of professionalism should be developed and should be reflected by the teachers by one or other way, because it has a great impact on the personality. The teacher professional bodies like National Council for Accreditation of Teacher Education, this is American Council, and in Pakistan we say NACTE, National Council for Accreditation of Teacher Education. In American it is NACTE, and we in Pakistan say it's the NACTE, National Accreditation Council for the Teacher Education. They give guidelines and the ways for the future development of the teachers and the expectations from the teachers and the responsibilities of the teachers. So they are given through these professional bodies, and the different countries, different nations, different systems of the education, rather teacher education, have different guidelines for the professionalism of the teachers. Bridges in 2001 advised that aside from academic qualifications, professional teachers must act in an ethical manner. Means the teacher should have ethical manner, how to behave, how to have attitudes, how to communicate, how to deal with the students, with the community, with the parents, with the heads, etc. And it should be based upon the implicit and the explicit code of the act, code of the action, code of the behavior. What is my internal attributes and how my internal or the psychological aspects of my personalities, which have the impact or the implications of my students, and how I explicitly, overtly, or the covertly one is dealing with the students or in the profession. Kramer in 2003 categorized most critical items, elements of professionalism into three main categories. And in this module, we will be discussing these three elements of professionalism, which are considered as essential for the teachers. If these three attributes or the qualities of the teachers are developed or demonstrated by the teachers, or these are evidenced through the behaviors, through the attitudes, and through the communications, and then the teacher is considered as the one of the professionals in the community of the teachers. Attitude has a very strong impact in the professionalism. If it is the positive attitude, it has the positive results of the professionalism. And because the personal attributes and the professional attributes and the professional life and the personal life of the teachers, often in an individual, has an impact with whom one is interacting. So teacher should have to develop her or his positive attitudes, so as its mood and its dealing with the students should not have negative results. Teachers should not have negative feelings for the students or for his colleagues or etc. And in terms of the attitudes of the assertiveness, he should be tolerant, and the adaptability and the acceptability should be there in the attitude of the teachers. That the teachers should consider what should be the actions of an element or anything, and what should be the solutions of that thing. And the risk taking is another element of professional attitude. And the attitude, the teacher, to what extent teacher should take the risk and how much risk should be taken, and this has good impact on the professionalism. Attitude of the confidence is another key component of the professionalism. How much the teacher is confident, because the more is the confidence, the better are the results which are expected from the teachers in his professional dealings, in his content delivery, in his impact on the character formation of the students, etc. Therefore, the lack of the confidence can lead to the social errors and unprofessional behavior. If the teacher is not confident, then he or she will be making blunders and such a type of the mistakes that would have a negative impacts on the students. And attitudes of the initiative. Teacher should have the initiative. Should not teacher should a professional should have initiatives. He take initiatives. She should take initiatives. This is the problems, and these are the possible solutions of these problems, instead of waiting for the somebody that comes and guides you. Expectation from the seniors and the peers, it is desirable for a professional that he or she should take initiatives. And as far as the attitude is concerned, the effective teachers need to commit themselves to being lifelong learners. This is most essential element as far as attitude is concerned, and attitude is for the professionalism, that the teacher or a professional should consider himself or herself as a lifelong learner. He should not be taking or assuming the role as whatever he possesses is abundant or the enough, and that is sufficient, no need of further cultivating the skills and the competencies, or enhancing the knowledge and the mental horizons, etc. Therefore, the teacher should be like a lifelong learner. And the other one is the behavior. Behavior has also a strong relationship with the professionalism. The behavior is also given the similar type of the level of the importance as of the attitude by the accreditation councils throughout the world, because how the teacher behaves with the students, how the teacher's behavior with even his content, how the teacher takes his subjects content, arranging examinations, and how seriously, how professionally, how the teacher gets the preparations before going to the class. And the punctuality is another indicator of the behavior of the professional person or the professionalism of our teachers. And the teachers should play the role model for the students, and that is being reflected from the behavior, punctuality, seriousness, well in planning, timely planning. So this has because the behavior has a direct impact on the students. And the teacher should always be the formal in the class, be formal, attitude formal, talking should be the formal. A teacher should look like a teacher, not of the students, because from the behavior, from the dealings, from the dress, from entire personality, he should be the different. And in that way, the teacher becomes a teacher, could be possibly a role model for the students. And respect and the courtesy are also important elements of the behavior, and that are equally essential for the professionalism of the teachers, And other things, the teachers are also encouraged through the practices of the research, reflections, and sharing with the others. And the third one and the last point of our this module of 135 is the communication. The communication is also equally important as far as the attitude and the behavior is concerned. From the communication, the personality is reflected. You can't judge one's personality without having communication or the interactions. And the communication is based on collaboration, cooperation, support and encouragement, participation and learning communities, as well as the basic modeling proper language usage. National and the professional bodies and the professional skills identified collaboration as one of the core propositions of the accomplished teachings. Collaborations, how you collaborate with your colleagues, with the seniors, with the juniors, etc. And Hurst and the Reading stated that the building good, strong relationship is the part of being the professional. One should have a very strong relationship with the colleagues, collaboration, as well as the relationships. And the relationship is reciprocal. How do you behave? You should expect the same level of the behavior from your colleagues. The professional teachers are the professional. We can say the teachers are the professional, and these could be taken as the synonyms. Though expected to support and encourage their colleagues, the teacher should encourage the colleagues, their peer groups, and always have a good command of the language. Whatever language in which you are communicating, you should have a strong vocabulary and the command over the language. And the professional should sound like an educated person, always using proper speech and grammar. And we can conclude on the basis of this discussion that the professionalism is a process more than an outcome. It's not an outcome or the result that you make effort and as a result of the effort you get this kind of the result, this certificate and this one. This is continuous process, a way of encountering new students and the new classroom problems, and of finding meanings and the solution to them as you grow. Every time, with the passage of time and in every situations, you might be getting new problems, though you can't say that these kind of the qualities, attributes, competencies, skills you are possessing, now you are saying that this is the outcome and that I have in my hand, in my skills, in my personality, in my mind, in my attitude, in my behavior, and I'm very good in the communication, therefore this is the outcome, and you can count the outcome good, better, best. No, this is the process. You may face the new situation, and if the new situation on the basis of your attributes and the qualities, you can encounter, you can face the challenges. It's not a thing acquired or worn like a piece of clothing. At no time you have become professional once and for all.